When you hear the words Big Mac, Egg McMuffin, Sausage McGriddles, you're instantly transported to a world of McWonder and McFilthy ball pits. But who has 3 thumbs and knows what the next huge McDonald's menu item will be? This guy. This is future fast food. Future fast food. Entry number 4864. In my quest to predict and make every viral fast food item of the future, today I find myself in the glow of the golden arches. McDonald's is one of the largest restaurant chains in the universe, yet they constantly find themselves way behind the cultural curve. Kale was at its most popular in 2010, kale hit the McDonald's menu in 2015, sriracha hit its spicy peak in 2012, yet first appeared in a Mickey D's in 2017. Remember when sliders and massive burger monstrosities were everywhere? Me too. I also remember when McDonald's gave us tiny Big Macs and huge Big Macs a whole 4 years later. To know what the future of McDonald's food looks like, we need to look at what people are eating right now. Oh, which reminds me, I have to make reservations to that new spot in Koreatown before it fills up. McDonald's future fast food is the Kimchi Bacon Ramen Big Mac. They just don't know it yet. We're starting off with our kimchi and our special sauce. So we have our pot right here melting with equal parts American and cheddar cheese. Now we have to puree some kimchi. Just gonna go ahead and dump that kimchi right into the blender. The American cheese really lets it all bind together. And I know this seems like a really complicated recipe for McDonald's to make, but in the future, due to a worldwide dairy shortage, all cheese is actually gonna be half kimchi. And it's just like a way to bring people together, you know? So we're just gonna add some kimchi puree into that. And then this is called gochugaru. It's Korean chili flake. So you whisk this all together, keep it all nice and melty. And then we're actually gonna like reform our new hybrid cheese. Spread that onto a non-stick. And this is gonna re-solidify in the fridge, and you're gonna cut it into squares. We gotta do a radish kimchi special sauce. So we're just gonna add some of the radish kimchi right to the mayonnaise base. Then in goes mustard, a little bit of rice vinegar, some garlic powder, then just a little bit of salt and MSG. That's your radish kimchi special sauce. So we gotta get our gochujang candied bacon going. And in the future, bacon will actually be given out like they give out free ketchup packets now, because China is actually building a 100,000 pig deep farm that's gonna make pork so inexpensive. It's gonna be like the Soylent Green of the future, except it's actually just bacon and everyone's gonna be incredibly unhealthy. I mean, it's gonna be just like an absolute nightmare. So we're just gonna massage that in there, get all the sugar and the gochujang and the soy coating it. We're gonna take our bacon strips, lay it out on a sheet pan, and these are gonna go right into the oven. About 350 degrees for like 20 minutes. Perfect. Now we gotta do our bulgogi burgers. Each are gonna be about a half pound. Those are gonna be griddle cooked, which is what McDonald's does. Bam. So when we have our burgers on the grill, we gotta do the bulgogi marinade. Inside we're doing soy. This is Asian pear. We got scallions, sesame oil, fresh ginger. That was the most athletic thing I've ever done. And then we got chopped garlic and a little bit of Korean chili flake, gochugaru. And then we're just gonna go ahead and blend this up. All the sugars from the fruit are really gonna caramelize on the beef after we flip it and glaze it. A lot of people have concerns about McDonald's use of pink slime. No one's gonna be concerned about it in the future because they will actually develop cows that are only made out of pink slime. They have no faces, they have no reproductive organs, there's no udders to milk it. It would literally just be pink slime made in a centrifuge attached to bones. You may think that sounds disgusting, but in the future, almost everything's disgusting. All right, so once the burgers are almost fully cooked and you get that nice hard sear on them, gonna go ahead and take your bulgogi marinade, just pour that all along the griddle. Gonna get some nice caramelization on it. And then once these are all glazed and super fragrant, you're just gonna get some sesame seeds right on top. And those are the bulgogi burgers ready to go on top of the Korean Bacon Ramen Big Mac. Now we have to make our ramen buns. We're using Nongshim brand Shin Ramyun Black. There's a lot of MSG in there, and in the future, MSG will be treated as the super drug and cure-all that I believe it is now. So we're gonna crack a couple eggs and put a little bit of cornstarch in there, and then you're just gonna use your hands to massage that all together. And the egg is what's gonna bind the ramen together to really hold that in its bun shape. So this might seem like a really complicated dish, and you might be wondering, how is McDonald's gonna be able to pull this off? In the future, there's gonna be 3D food printers in every single restaurant. The problem is no one really knows how to operate them, and they're always gonna be broken like their McFlurry machines are now. But we'll worry about that later. Right now, I'm just creating the prototype. Now we're gonna go ahead and drop this onto the griddle. We have ring molds that's gonna hold the ramen bun together. And I'm just gonna take a handful of this, drop it in. So you wanna fill the ring molds about halfway. That's why the robots are gonna win the war. right, so if you get some excess spillage, just clean up the edges a little bit. Now we're ready to remove the ring molds. There we got our ramen buns. Perfect. Now we have to get our assembly time to see if this is really a viable option for McDonald's to make. Hand speed, hand speed. All right, start the clock. Ramen bun. Special sauce. Get out of here, wrapper. Kimchi's. Lettuce. Burger. Onions. Pickles. Bacon. Another bun. More sauce. No more cheese, only one slice of cheese. Lettuce. Burger. Bacon. Come on, bacon. Bacon. Onions. Pickles. Time. 45 seconds. This only takes 45 seconds to make, despite the hours of prep that goes into it. But that said, McDonald's, this is easily doable. This burger deserves an ad campaign that leans into its international roots. So McDonald's, listen up. Every time a customer buys a Bacon Ramen Big Mac, they get a McPassport. And every subsequent Bacon Ramen Big Mac they buy, they get a McStamp for that McPassport. This is gonna function exactly like the Monopoly game, except instead of going to Vermont and Boardwalk, you go to Venezuela and Botswana. Winner gets a free trip around the world. Now we're talking about a whole ad campaign based off of international travel here. You can have the Hamburglar sunbathing off the coast of Bora Bora, or Ronald McDonald traveling back to Ireland to visit his long-lost family members. This idea is delicious, this idea is global, and because I believe so strongly in it, I've already gone and designed the promotional art. Here she is. Big burger, small world, McWelcome. Oh, and you may have noticed the burger costs $13. That's actually cheap because of inflation that's taken place. This is part of the under $15 value menu. This is McDonald's future fast food. And as always, glorp glorp, uppies, a 1, a 2. Easy does it. Thank you, glorp glorp. You get so much of that Korean chili paste. It's so good, but it still tastes like a Big Mac. And you get that extra little bit from the ramen buns. It's delicious. This is something that can absolutely sell. This is the future. This is gonna take the world by storm. In his culture, that's a show of affection. Let's make this future fast food a reality. Click the Twitter link in the description below and hit up McDonald's with hashtag futurefastfood. If not for me, then for the children. And if you like this shirt, check it out at futurefastfood.net and check out next week's episode. As they say in the future, see ya. We should hang out more, I guess.